Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ZSR and welcome to the Link to Past Randomizer Crosskeys Tournament 2021. Today is a day of celebration, a day of partying with the crew, with Crosskeys, with the Bronx match, the last hurrah before the grand finals. And both Zelda and Humbugh are committed to give you something fun, something great, and a little party for us all to enjoy the beauty that was this tournament. So without further ado, because you all want to see the action, let's dive onto the layout. Let's hand it to our commentary duo, to Alkaline and to Excalibur. Take it away.
I'm having a good evening, Alka. How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine. How are you doing?
Oh, it's a cool autumn evening. It's not the summer anymore, so it's an even better time to watch Crosskeys. These guys are both excellent runners. Both are going to feel a little bit bad that they missed out on the finals, and so want to get
especially since game 3 for one of these runners was lost with like 5 seconds.
5 seconds, and it felt like a big throw in that everything had to go wrong to possibly lose it, and then everything sort of mostly did go wrong, and to lose by 5 seconds is not a lot of fun. All right, Humbugh is committed to Sanctuary start versus the Houlihan opening. Let's see if that works out for him today. Pyramid.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That's a pretty nice info actually, because now you know that Shursky is pretty important in this seed.
Yeah, no, it tells you about the Sewers key, and it also get that. Gets you access to pod area, and this will be useful eventually.
Also,
and
he gets Somaya, so
yeah, which is excellent, assuming that he can find a magic pot somewhere. Is that Paradox at the Witch's Hut?
Unfortunately, we're lacking bombs to do it right now, so we'll probably do it just a little later.
Yeah, unfortunately, that means another trip up here, but life goes on. You're willing to come back for 7 items.
Oh, one more bomb block check.
Yeah, but you're willing to take. There's a non-trivial chance that you get your way out of this at least.
Yeah, but actually, in Crosskeys, there's less chance. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. But given that we have to come back up here anyway, I would expect to see next time to see them do the well first, and then head over to Paradox so they can connect to their way out.
Yeah, this is a small final seed. We can't make it easy for them.
I mean, first check, Samaria is pretty generous. Zelgadissan screwing up the Houlihan room somehow. You would have thought he had enough practice with that by now, but leaves 5 rupees behind.
He's doing the most standard start to a seed right now. Doing Houlihan into these 2 entrances because they are pretty easy. And it gives you the info on the lake item.
If either of these is a good connector, it's nice. It's an excellent find. So,
Oh, nice full magic.
There's something that.
Oh, there's a big key on the lake.
So, what are the odds we need that? Something like 65, 70%?
Yeah. Even more if Skullrose Big Chest, Swamp Palace Big Chest, or Ice Palace Big Chest has anything.
Yeah. There's outs for it to be important, even if it's not. And that's the sort of thing that the runners are going to go get reasonably promptly once they have access to it. So Zelga makes one of the possible choices for what to do after these 2 entrances. Goes up to the castle. You'll also see some runners go to Eastern, which I think Humbugh is going to show us. Thoughts on this choice?
I like after playing a lot of Crosskeys now, I like to hold off on these Hyrule Castle entrances because there's a pretty high chance I don't need to do them before getting to the top of Hyrule Castle. So yeah, usually I want to hold off on them. And I also like to hold off on Eastern Palace area because it's very slow. If you need another item to do anything here, it feels very bad to come back to, usually. So yeah, I usually prefer to go just to CAC, get some bombs on the way if I need them. So
the argument in the opposite direction is that you get tree pulls out of the castle, two different ones if you set it up right. Eastern area has 4 entrances that people claim aren't getting much better. Of course, they're much better if you have boots, but
yeah. And humbugh got a hammer out of Laser Bridge. So, considering the basic logic of the entrance randomizer, this is not in logic.
Yeah, but it's in the things it is behind are things that people aren't otherwise very excited by, and so it doesn't give you they don't really block anything else. And it doesn't give you all that much information until, say, a mirror shield turns up.
But this is actually very important. Also, Zelda got a bow and a nice big key.
And the sewers key as well. Zelda made the decision to make the relatively long trip around to get to the thief drop just for 3 bombs, which usually you wouldn't be excited by. But he knew that there was the Sahasrara items to get from those bombs, and so made that choice, which I quite like.
Yeah. So Zelda will get his Somaria right now, which we will be pretty happy about it. So.
Yeah.
While humbugh is playing with his hammer right now.
Hammer Somaria bow in the first probably 10 minutes for both runners seems pretty good. It looks like Zelda's immediately going south. I'm a little bit surprised by this. Maybe just checking Hype Cave here, but and humbugh is not going to the castle. Is playing your strat of deferring castle for a while.
That just makes sense.
Bow is less likely to burn him, I think, than other items potentially be there.
Bow is not a super important early game item. Sure, it's a weapon, but he has Somaria and hammer, so he has way more than needed to fight. And there are only so few checks left by Bow.
Humbugh finds Spec Rock, chooses not to even check it. I assume he'll get back to that. Whereas Zelda with one bomb in hand is going to immediately go to Paradox and presumably go shopping. Remembering to keep his one bomb to open the bomb shop. I've seen people screw that up, but these guys are...
I definitely never did that, ever. Never. Right? Okay. Another thing about that bow is that any hard bow locked check is locked behind the big key.
Right.
So, without the big key, the bow is completely worthless.
I mean, not completely worthless, but...
I understand what you want to say. So we got a swing. We got a sword in Paradox Cave. No, not in Paradox Cave. Sorry, and
Mimic Cave, which we can do astonishingly. That feels nice.
This can actually be pretty strange for Zelda because if he doesn't get to eastern area and get his hammer, he can isolate this check pretty hard.
It's less bad than it could be, just because you're going to go to Kakariko again at some point, inevitably, right? There's always reasons to go back there.
But
it's less isolated.
Yeah, but Zelda is one of those runners that might not just go to eastern area ever sometimes. So if you don't get to eastern area, you don't get hammer, and if you don't get hammer, you don't get sword. So you are playing with 2 less weapons instantly.
It's worth noting that Zelda came out of Paradox in Kakariko, which means that there's, as Humbug's showing, other ways in here, so Humbug's can get this stuff without having to make the upward trip back up to the witch's house. It gets Zelda a shortcut over here, it gets saves Humbug a trip to the witch, so I think that comes out pretty close to in the wash.
Yeah.
Zelda gets...
I think Humbug has a huge advantage for right now, just by the virtue of getting a super holy hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's enough things open that it might take Zelda a while to get there. Speaking of which, that hammer is now in logic for both players because this Burna is in logic.
Yeah.
And Burna takes Laser Bridge in.
Zelda really likes to play with Crystal Switch in Hera.
Yeah. Got a few extra clicks in there.
So both runners will be doing the same checks for quite a while, it seems. Oh.
Ooh, Moon Pearl.
Super early Moon Pearl. Yeah.
From last locationing that. Humbug just found the exit to Spec Rock, and so we'll presumably go back and get the Spec Rock item before following any other unknown connectors out of Kakariko.
Yeah, there's a chance. Also, a minimal Dome Cave, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, this is... they're doing alright on the multi-item caves, the seed. Zelda makes the annoying move of accidentally putting his block down the pit there once. But...
Yeah, I absolutely never did that either.
I feel bad pointing out the few execution errors these guys make because they're generally good about not doing so. But on the other hand, they even the best guys screw up occasionally.
Yeah. Also, hook shots. This is actually super bad for Zelda because Humbug will get it and will be able to hair up out to kill Voldorm instantly because he has hammer.
Do you think he's interested?
I think he is. I mean, you get information about crystals and pendants. If it's green pendant, it's better for Saha once you find it. It's just there. It's just next door.
Yeah,
you can just do it.
And it's not getting... With a hammer in hand, it's not even as if the Moldorm fight is particularly bad.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Nothing else of particular interest in here. I enjoyed that both runners did Houlihan and then have not particularly needed the funds. Zelda should know that he can go through there. But maybe he's going to check...
Yeah, Humbug might check more entrances before getting to Hera, but I think there's no reason to skip Hera right now.
Do it on the loop back around, maybe. As Chad is pointing out, in fact, that's one of our trackers. We do have a small key at race game to pick up later, and here's Zelda picking up the...
Pod is one good thing for Zelda because he has the bow.
So,
yeah. These are the only 2 checks that are not locked by the Nova Piquet. But both players are probably able to do these checks without bow.
It would be a little bit... Yeah, Humbug certainly can mimic clip, but I would be surprised if he bothered. So Zelda has a Moon Pearl, but I think is trying to clip out of the Hendrix area.
This is a pretty new trick, so it makes sense to not be successful with it first time. Also, this is the very edge case because you need the connector to have Apex.
Well,
Or it
and wasn't
could
the
be-
connector the front of Spec Rock, and therefore not in logic anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a logical access to Outcast.
To anything. And near the end of a route, Zelga's going to follow. That's not even true. Zelga's just going to follow this connector because it's fun.
I mean, you know, you will be hunting. You will be hunting some connections in this game.
Yeah.
Since Zelda has Moonfall, connections are actually pretty valuable right now because it gives a lot of things in logic to do.
Yeah.
And if you get a Dark Death Mountain connection, once you get Mirror, you can do a lot of things instantly.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly lots of reasons to follow connectors. I just usually see Zelda as a breadth first rather than depth first guy. He's not. There are some runners that are very aggressive at diving connectors, and in my mind at least, zelgadissan is not one of them.
Yeah, but maybe he's matching the humbugh playstyle because humbugh appears to be a pretty aggressive player, in my opinion. So maybe it's this.
CT small. We'll see in a little bit if that CT small is going to be required. We've already seen many of the good reasons to have to beat Aga, so hopefully it's not, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think we have found Ganon yet. So
Somebody
does
said we did. Ganon at Magic
We did?
Pad.
Oh, it says Magic Pass. Easy.
Um,
Then there's probably nothing.
I think
probably
we have
nothing.
the actual vanilla lumberjack and useless fairy left for our last two drops, if my memory serves. And it's $20 at vanilla lumberjacks. So Zelda will now show us the bowlock side of pod, so we'll see if that bow pulls him further ahead.
Humbugh gets a half magic right now, so pretty nice.
That's nice with Samaria as one of the primary early weapons for this seed. Hammers, lots of damage, but it's kind of obnoxious in a lot of circumstances. So.
Ooh, humbugh decide. Oh, yeah. Humbugh has logical access to Outcast area.
Yeah. Go up and around.
He might just be going entrances right now. You can check these 4 entrances in pod area. 7 quit at pod entrance, and come back to Dark World and do more things if you want to.
Yeah, the nobody wants to walk out of pod, but with a save and quit at the pyramid, we don't really have to. It's the first Ice Palace key, which is a nice to have.
Yeah. Also, one more thing that is very important is that you can about the Hyrule Castle skip. You start at Pyramid. You just need a mirror to get there.
Yeah. I think that's the second Hyrule Castle entrance we've seen, and neither runner has been interested in going in quite yet. I don't know if Zelda's gotten there, and Humbugh without the small key in hand, willing to put that off at least for a while.
Potion shop here. This is a nice location if you have flute. Not nice if not.
So what you're saying is hope that the mushroom turn isn't the flute this game?
I never said that, but I thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I expect to see Zelda do probably both the front and back of Escape once he finds it in the next entrance or two.
Yeah. Also, he has lamp now, so
Yeah.
there's
Lamp,
no
hook,
reason.
weapon, just do this stuff, yeah.
It's literally free. You have the small key, just do it. Humbugh gets a Super Bunny exit, so 2 more items.
Which is and a magic refill, which isn't relevant here, but hey, he almost gets his money back from paying the monkey.
Nice.
So it's worth mentioning that the bow side of pod was nothing of interest. So Humbugh back off to.
It's very rare to see a 20 minutes Hyrule Castle dip in logic.
Shovel spot and arrows.
Yeah.
Leave that behind.
I mean, he has no bow. Why do you care?
Well, and other arrows in the game are much faster to pick up because they don't cost you a fanfare.
Yeah. Taking this connection right now. The slow one. Oh, ooh, this is very bad for Zelda right now.
Yeah. That was not an ideally set up death warp.
Yeah.
And given that he had an invincibility item,
he's leaving it. Yeah. I hope for him that there's nothing there, because that will feel super bad.
Humbugh finds that connector goes to Dark Witch Hut, which is saves him a trip later, and actually might be a useful connector to eventually go check Catfish.
No, not really, because you have a pyramid start, and you have to go to the slow side of the Fairy Ascension Cave, which is not good at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, Humbugh
in
gets
fact,
his lamp.
maybe we go the other way through there to get back to Kakariko at some point.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that is better.
I think it's worth noting down at least because it goes from a place of some interest to another place of some interest. So.
Yeah, good thing for Humbugh. He will go here to Hamapex, and I think he will be able to pass through with no. Oh, he's not bothering with this. Okay. That's interesting.
Rail clip through that fence.
Yeah, that's interesting because that's actually a logical access. He has a logical access to Outcast.
He might not know the trick if it's new.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there? In fact, I don't know the trick. Is there just a rail clip through that rail now?
Yeah, you just clip 1 pixel into this and fire your hookshot.
Does it work? I guess not quite the same way as the Missouri Meyer rail clip.
I mean, it's pretty strange. Just no, you can rail clip without hookshot. You can rail clip without anything. Because this is this is just a pretty strange thing. I mean, this is ALttP, right?
Yeah. Quite broken in all the ways that don't cause the game to crash.
Yeah.
Surprisingly robust against random bullshit. So Zelda gets spat out by the castle in the pod area and takes the opportunity to check these entrances. I like this opportunistic play.
Yeah.
Humbugh is going to use Paradox as a connector, I believe, here.
Yeah, there's a high chance.
Presumably checking the third exit. Because he's seen the bottom, or he's seen one entrance where he got the items. He's seen this one, he's in the area.
Yeah, he's very aggressively checking connections right now.
Yep.
He's doing all of them right now. I think he's searching for a dismount and access right now.
is totally reasonable.
Oh,
Gets
this is this is nice to know.
Yeah, even if these two entrances aren't anything, you're gonna want to go back up there again later, for Mimic, and potentially as a access over there with the mirror.
You have access to the entire Death Mountain if you get the mirror right now. Because you can go with hookshot to the left side, then up with the mirror, then right with the hammer. Yeah. It's
and then check the middle drop down.
Yeah.
You'd have to do all that again.
You need to take a suitcase because this is going to take a while if you have to do this.
Zelda followed this connector earlier, so we know it's not going anywhere particularly exciting.
Yeah, just downstairs. Oh yeah, just refill your bombs right now. It's free.
Yeah, and
wait, 100 rupees is free in this game.
Yeah, we're not playing retros. And frankly, the 15 bomb capacity is just nice to have. I feel like with 10 bombs, even sort of in the middle of the game, occasionally you run a little bit low. With 15, it seems very rare.
In 15, you never lack bombs. Really? I also like to buy an arrow upgrade because sometimes you have to do vitreous without anything more than a bow, and it feels super bad. Zelda will get his hammer pretty soon, actually, which is very good for him.
Yep.
And humbugh is choosing his Somaria to get one more check. It's in logic because he has Somaria and Lance. And Zelda will be able to do the same check, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he's coming all the way over here to just check this one thing.
He's pretty near the check. He was checking connection one entrance away from this, so he's just doing it because he's there.
So we've seen the Swamp and Ice Palace big keys, which makes that big key on the island moves it up in requirement. And it looks like humbugh is going to traverse Turtle Rock.
Yeah, the flippers found a way to be required even if Swamp is dependent.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Let's see if Zelga's going to continue.
Also,
yes.
there's no way Zelda is missing on this. He has Turtle Rock big key.
Right.
He can doing connections to get to more places and find the Turtle Rock big chest would be super good for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, he can't find the Turtle Rock big chest from the inside anywhere.
Yeah,
doesn't actually get him that, but he, in principle, I don't know if he has enough keys to actually make it. No, he's already gotten the laser bridge.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's going.
You enter from laser bridge in this. In this one. Humbugh. Yeah, both runners really like their crystal switches in this seed.
That was some excellent accidental burner edge there.
I'm actually surprised Zelda is not doing the Piranha kill on the Poki. Because he had the good RNG for that. Humbugh did not.
With handy magic refill, we can use lots of stuff. Yeah. All right, so this check, I believe, is out of logic depending on where the entrance is.
Yeah.
And humbugh taking no chances.
I mean, yeah, you're just doing this. If you take the key. Oh, this
Zelda is not. No, he deliberately did that. He walked straight into that chain chomp on purpose.
Oh yeah. He did not pick the key, so he cannot continue. Yeah. That's, I would do the same thing as humbugh in this here in this hit, because if you're taking the time to go there, just check the connections.
Yeah.
It might be in logic somehow, because why not?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places that this could be in logic, and the places that it's out of logic are also probably interesting places to be.
Yeah. So from
Um,
going to Laser Bridge to the entrance, you need 4 keys in the seed.
top of the
Ooh, this
castle.
is very good. This is super good for him. Because he will be able to jump down and get this entrance right now.
Yes. Unfortunately, he's going to leave behind the castle main entrance, unless something turns up in literally this chest.
Yep, but he knows where it is.
Yes.
Which is a pretty good information.
Yeah, but do you really want to go all the way through Turtle Rock again?
Well, you never go for Turtle Rock again unless you have High Road at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you have a pyramid start, just need a mirror. Not a big deal.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So humbugh will feel super good about this because he did not walk to Hyrule Castle and he gets all the goodies.
Yeah.
And Zelda is going back to Turtle Rock right now. Probably to take Turtle Rock left connection, I believe.
Yeah.
So we will be able to see another side of the scene. This is not in logic. No, this is actually in logic, I think. Because you don't need a key to go to Turtle Rock left from the Laser Bridge.
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Yeah, you don't need because you don't need to open the door on the reverse, and you don't need to open the big door on the reverse too. So you just can exit. That just works.
Yeah.
I believe humbugh is getting to Outcast right now.
Burn a Pokey killing hand.
Yeah, he got both of them at the same time, which is
Nice.
the best outcome.
Yeah, he
also,
doesn't get
in this
up.
room there is always a small magic box on the bottom left side. Just in case.
And let's see where this takes ZelgaDissan.
This is super good, yeah. This is actually super good. Since he checked already the bottom entrances, he just can check this one and oh yeah.
This one, which happens to be excellent.
Yeah, and the two left Dark Death Mountain entrances.
Yes.
Also. So this is in logic. So this might be big.
40 rupees and a piece of heart, and 3 bombs. Not good so far.
Yeah, he has 2 more entrances on this one chest.
That's
yeah,
a good one.
This is my definition of big. This is not immediate progression because you need 6 spot keys, so this is actually slow, but this is super good. Because you have a bow, you have a hammer, you have a lamp, you have 1 small key, and you have a big key.
Well, and it's not. This is not an easy part of the game to get to. There's definitely connected to floating island somewhere, but oh boy.
Yeah, he was not getting around this.
Nope.
He should have a menu to Birna. Yeah, at this point, this is a very heavy mistake. I mean, that will cost him a lot of time because this is very hard to get back to.
Yeah. In fact, I would assume that, like with Zelda's Cell, he's going to just leave that behind for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Just a map in Zelda's Cell, and it's even a terrible map. So.
Yeah, a French vanilla map. So at least he will not be punished about this one. Well, he will get punished because he will come back to it at one point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he will come back to it one time, maybe. Well, if he's starved for things to do.
Yes, absolutely. If it gets down to, last location type scenarios, that's when we'll see him go back there. But
I mean, there are 2 last location areas for him right now, so. Yeah, getting his plastic sword right now.
Less exciting than it often is in Crosskeys. as much armaments as they have already.
No, yeah. Plastic sword is actually super important in Crosskeys because this opens skullwoods.
Yes.
Believe me, when you have a hammer and a lamp, you have everything you need to do skullwoods. Until you realize that there is this annoying curtain of skeletons blocking your way because you don't have a sword.
So you anticipated Humbug heading up to Turtlepot or to Turtlepot very quickly, and he chose not to. He in fact still hasn't done it. But zelgadissan is all over it for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just too good to not go because you will do it at one point in the seed. If you get green pendant, you have a very good information. If you get a crystal, you have progression.
Yes. You are choosing to orphan the big chest by doing it now.
But you have the basement chest already orphaned if you do it with only the big key. And if you have the big key, do you not kill Mordom? And this is a crystal. Maybe red. We don't know.
Yeah.
This is a crystal.
It'll take Zelga menuing or finding the bomb shop guy to find that out.
So getting back to Hera big chest is actually super easy.
Yeah.
Just Hera pots and you're in front of the chest. Like.
It
takes no time.
It's what? Walking to Hera plus a Hera pot setup plus a 3-second walk. You're right. Like it's 20 seconds or something.
20 seconds from the moment you enter Hera. So
yeah,
maybe a little more, but definitely less than 30 seconds.
Yeah. On the other hand, it does move it down your mental priority list. Ice Palace at Dark Chapel.
This is not that bad a location. You just can't do anything in this dungeon right now.
Yeah, we'll be going back there later.
Oh. There's a nice wavy coin on this ledge. So connections for probably useless item.
Yeah, that decreases our priority on connectors a little bit. I'm not sure. The odds you need Quake even before you see any of the entrances is quite low. And then we happen to know that Turtle Rock Main is both accessible and not Quake. So
yeah. Humbugh is getting to Skullwoods right now. Skullwoods is a pretty rude dungeon because you can get locked in it, but it has a lot of checks that are very easy to do. So
this check, which is one of the slowest ones, there's the small key to Hera, by the way, is
Humbugh is getting
4,000% better with the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to deal with this mummy while pushing a heavy statue?
No, that room goes from being one of the most obnoxious rooms in the game to being completely trivial once you have the cane.
This town is actually pretty nice.
The world's largest 4-item cave, and also a dungeon we can do later.
So yeah, today's cruise is not rude, so good for Humbugh.
Walking around and going in the quote-unquote front door now.
Yeah. And the 5th heart for Humbugh.
That's enough, right?
Yeah, that's not a very healthy seed right now. Ooh, Ice Sword. Pretty good for Zelga, and a Bird Small Key. You definitely want to see more board small keys right now. At least 3. You want at least 3 right now.
Because of the easy accessibility of pod and the existence of the bow.
Yeah, they just have everything to do pod. Just need more small keys. Actually, humbugh does not have the big key.
Yeah, there's actually been a decent amount of divergence generated in this seed because of basically different connector choices.
Yeah, but they actually have nearly the same items.
Yeah.
So for all the divergence they did, they actually found the same things.
Yeah, that's a fair point. The some of that is Zelda has accidentally opted not to make some checks. So.
Yeah, I would be pretty mad about finding this out here. Because this actually destroys the route pretty hard.
Which this okay?
Yeah, Desert Palace left at Fortune Teller.
The not your favorite entrance to see right there. Why is that?
Yeah, but this is probably his favorite right now. High Cave. Yeah, Silvers, nice.
And an arrow to go with it.
I mean, you only need 1 arrow with Silvers, right?
You need 4.
Almost in me, you need only 1. But yeah.
Do you reckon which of these runners do you think is feeling better about their choices? I mean, Zelga's feeling bad about the unintentional deaths, but
I mean,
in terms of like decision making,
humbugh is definitely feeling good about this because he got the hammer in like 3 minutes into the seed.
And that hammer has worked out well for him.
Yeah, and the hammer is not in a friendly spot. But I think besides the 2 orphan locations for Zelda, both are feeling pretty good about the seed because they know the other will probably do the checks.
Yeah.
Because bottlenecks.
They haven't actually gotten bottlenecked that hard because of the relatively early Moon Pearl and
but
good connectors. They haven't yet reached sort of.
Okay, but they have no Mountain access besides the Dark Mountain top.
But Humbug hasn't yet gone south from Link's house at all. So.
Yeah, that's true. But they don't have a glove, so they don't want to do this. Both of them, and they know it.
Well, let's see if there's flippers.
This is actually pretty big because this is the first half of this big key on the lake.
There's also shopping mall access, which you're not super excited about doing until you have a mirror, but it's there.
No. You don't care about mirror for this. You want just a glove because glove. You don't want to go to Dark Shopping Mall 2 times if there is nothing there.
Yeah. But you'd be really happy if you could do the front and the light and dark world together there.
I mean, yeah, that would be good. But
so that's desert right at desert north, and desert main was somewhere else that was notable. And
it was a bumper cave because he got quake out of it.
Right. Which means that we're likely to go back there eventually. Pick up the light world entrance when we have the mirror.
Did we get the Hyrule Castle entrances, like every one of them?
I believe so. There's the third one is at the waterfall.
Okay, makes sense.
And obviously we haven't seen Agate Tower, but in my Crosskeys brain that's a different dungeon. So
yeah, makes sense. Ooh, Easton. You don't have the big key, but you have the bow, which is pretty feels bad. But
yeah,
like I said, you don't have many things to do right now.
So I think this is a humbug metagaming against zelgadissan decision to go in here.
I think Zelda would go in there because there's not many things to do right now.
That's fair. But
At this point, yeah. Also, garbage location.
Yeah.
No, that's actually not that bad.
It's not bad. But Zelda is outspoken about never dipping Eastern, which he actually does much more than he says he's going to. But he's like, I think loudly says he doesn't dip Eastern to try to encourage his opponents to dip Eastern, which he thinks is a bad idea. I don't know if it works, but I think that's his plan.
I skip Eastern if it's very near a spawn point, or if I have many things to do. No, and I need both of the reasons. But if I'm lacking one thing, I'm probably dipping it because garbage dungeon. Don't want to go there more than one time usually.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
progression. There's a very high chance progression is there. This is the worst dungeon in the game, Eastern.
I mean, it's for learning. It's for all the little kiddies to learn how dungeons work before they.
I mean, I don't like it because there's a lot of reasons. First reason is I'm playing Crosskeys, so Eastern is a bad dungeon. Yeah.
I just
yeah.
So
second reason is it's boring. There's corridors, and that's pretty much the entire dungeon. It's very slow, and there's nothing to think about in this.
Well, it gives Humbug time to think about what he's going to do next. So what is he going to do next? Go to GT?
Yeah, nice GT. This is pretty big because you have hammer and hookshot.
And
two
cane and a fire source.
And two small kills.
Yeah.
Wait, we can do literally everything that is not big chess. And the top.
I would expect. There's no big key yet, but
yeah. This is why I say the nothing but big chests.
Right.
Nothing besides big chests.
I would expect to see Zelda sequence break the right side here. Doing the bomb jump room with no boots.
I would not do it.
It's close. It's doable.
I would not.
We'll see. I think he's going to do the left side before he does it.
Every time. But if he's doing Tyrone right now, he's never doing a bomb jump. If you start with Tyrone, you never do it.
Why is that?
Because you can do Tyrone on the way to do it. So if you... this is pretty funny. If you expect... if you think you have to do it anyway, you go left side before doing Tyrone things, right?
That's fair. I've seen people do Hope Room and then go left.
Yeah, but you don't do Tyrone at this point. Yes.
Sure.
Getting a hitter, immediately using it.
I'm impressed with that play. Like, hey, this solves all my problems. There's a bottle to go talk to the sick kid with.
Ooh, Swamp's
All kid is swamp.
Yeah. This is a green pendant. You have flippers. Yeah, he has flippers. This is important. Swamp small, flippers. No dam yet. This is the one thing you're missing. But he has everything else to swamp in swamp. So he even has a big key. Yeah, swamp is yeah. So he needs to find dam and he needs to find swamp. But
yeah, he has everything he needs except for where it is. But details.
Yeah. But the swamp is highly suspicious right now.
Yeah. And now, with the known flute on torch there, you're coming back here as soon as you find the boots, but, small, GT small in the basement there.
Okay, this puts in logic Ice Armos. Because this small key is locked by two small keys. If I remember. No. Wait. No, this small key is locked by 3 small keys. So this small key is actually not in logic. So this is the 4th small key.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Excellent.
So this makes sense. You are only hunting 1 small key to put everything in logic right now. But this is the strange case where you have 3 small keys, but Ice Amos is not in logic. Yeah.
Alright, so how long is it going to take Humbug to get here?
This is a nice setup over the teleporter.
Yes, Zelga's been doing that all tournament, and I'm impressed every time he does it. The bootsless teleporter skip.
So this bomb jump is free. Don't take time to place it. You have like an entire tile to do it.
Yeah. There's the even faster setup if you can get it is using the Helmore to bump you across the gap there, but it's a little bit less reliable.
Yeah.
Lag.
I don't like it.
Sparkle lag
I'm
is
just
there.
doing my reliable thing. That is very easy to do.
Fire rod behind Ice Armos.
Okay. So just go right side, I guess.
Yep. Go right back in. Do the right hand side. Now we know that that's locked by the left hand path.
No, this is just locked by the one. It's locked by one more small key every time. Wait. I guess if you have GTB key on the right side, everything is in logic. Because small key doors are locked.
Yes.
So this could be interesting. But I still think just GT small key waiting in a garbage spot, like one entrance we did not check, like the Spy Cave entrance, for example.
But there's tons and tons of green entrances still on the on their dark
temples.
Second sword in GT.
Yeah. Not even picking the last small key, he doesn't need it.
Nope. With enough keys in hand and enough useless doors in GT, it's not worth going and getting. Gonna go pick up this key off the race game.
Yeah, it's a key if I remember correctly. GT small, please.
I don't think it can be GT small.
Oh, this is nice enough. This is... oh no, this is the second one. So this is garbage.
Let's see what this entrance is. Yeah, this is not a connector. So that couldn't have been a GT small key.
Yeah, humbugh is catching up right now.
Yeah, he's about to show us all those things in GT, so we can watch zelgadissan for the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, there's no way he's not doing the exact same thing as Zelda.
Yeah, the only question is if he puts off tile room.
Okay, this is very big.
That's a glove at the dig game.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the moment you go to the Dark Shopping Mall.
Before you go to the Light World Shopping Mall?
Yeah, now. Because if you go...
Oh yeah, with mirror.
You don't have mirror. You have mirror, actually, so...
Yeah, let's just go do all the mirror checks, the glove checks, simultaneously. Hope that the boots turn up so we do those checks too.
And I think you check this connection. You have regular Dark World access now. You don't care about when you do a Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah,
it's just 6 entrances. Not a lot, right? But book. Book is very nice.
You're running out of ways to get locked out of entrances at this point too, so there's less chance of just getting owned by...
I mean, if you isolate Old Man entrance, you're getting pretty much owned in this SID. Oh, this is good. Yeah. You exit. Yeah. That's a nice connection to the thing you were just doing. So he needs to do Stampy.
Unfortunately, has to walk backwards.
He's getting the goods right now.
Which is the reason to check Stumpy before you check the K45 entrance, people.
Yeah, always. I mean, yeah, he already did the shovel check, so that was absolutely no reason.
Yeah, there was absolutely correct to check Stumpy first there.
Yeah, but at least he got a book, so boom bust a bit. Also, he has Tempered Sword.
No, by going direction that he did rather than the other way through the South Hyrule, South
he's
Purple
not
checks.
checking it. I'm actually surprised he's not checking it. Oh, he might be just doing this entrance before. Just in case there is a Misery Maya big key here. Probably. I would go into Maya at this point. I'm surprised he's not doing it. You have already 2 small keys, so left side is... It's like you put left side in logic, even if it's not in logic right now.
One thing, going back to key logic, one of the things that key logic doesn't take into account, and for reasons that I think are sensible, is if there's a door locked by an item elsewhere in the dungeon, and that item is behind some doors, it still assumes you go and use your key on the door that's locked by, in this case, the fire rod. So the fire rod locks the right-hand side of GT path, but it doesn't. The fact that there's a door there isn't actually taken into account by the key logic when the fire rod is locked on the left-hand side.
Yeah, this is pretty strange because fire rod locks one door.
Yes, but that is not actually part of the logic. It's something I've actually thought about implementing, but it's a sufficiently large pain in the butt to put into the code that it doesn't surprise me that nobody's bothered to do it, and would actually be kind of obtuse for the runners. So but there are exceptions to this, because for example there is one seed where I got Turtle Rock big key in his vanilla chest when I had 3 small keys. Fire Rod was on Last Bridge, and the 4th Turtle Rock small key was on the right side of Turtle Rock. That's down to the reverse, the exterior traversal logic, I think.
It was in an open scene. It was just MCS shuffle. So the big key was in lava chest, which is usually locked by 4 small keys.
Right.
But it was.
Oh yeah, I think the keys know about the other keys, but they don't know about items. I think is the way
so this would apply to GT for GT big key, but not for fire rods then.
No, I believe that's correct.
Zelda got a pendant out of Desert, so he's probably pretty disappointed about this. But, well, info.
So here's Humbugh finishing his trip through GT.
And getting the goods. This GT was pretty stacked. Mirror, book, 2 swords, Eater, Fire Rod, Plummail, and flute when you have boots. That's a pretty stacked GT.
Humbugh, thinking about checking the hookshot connector, I think just did the same thing that Zelda did, and didn't check Sneaky first.
No, he's doing a jigging aim because he does not have gloves yet.
Right.
Missing those gloves would hurt terribly.
I'm a little bit raising my eyebrow at Humbugh's choice to go check K45 mirror spot first. But I guess he's already done all the other checks over there.
Yeah, he was expecting to 7-quit on this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zelda will be getting this big key that's probably required. Unless it's Skullwoods, because Skullwoods. Yeah, that's required. Maya is a crystal, we know it.
Alright, here's Humbugh off to go dig up his gloves. And presumably get back to checking Hook.
Yeah. So there's a pretty good chance we're missing Boots, because Boots lock Flute, and we don't have a Maya access right now. And there are not many connectors not checked, while there is one connection we did not find, which is Floating Island. So there is a very, very low chance there is a connection to Maya area. So Flute is required to get there.
The other connector that's worth mentioning that we don't have is the Old Man Rescue Cave. But we know that
Yeah, actually, Old Man Rescue Cave can be on this mountain.
Yes, it can also be in Mire area, the front of it.
But this mountain is in logic right now. You can save the Old Man right now. You have mirror.
Zelda knows that. We'll see if he gets around to doing it.
Yeah. I would do it very soon. But he just found Skullhoods, so he's clearing this.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason not to.
Yeah, there's no reason not to do this.
It's literally free. You have Temper Sword, Hammer, Fire Words, Blue Mail. You even have Virna and Cape if you are feeling very insecure about your modular. You have a ton of health.
Yeah, and the only possible thing that could make this faster is boots. You'd spend more time walking back here than you'd save with the boots in this dungeon because it's not very long.
Yeah, boots are pretty overrated for time, pure time save.
Yeah, in a dungeon like Skullwood's back, they save what, like 5 seconds?
Yeah, 10 seconds is counting the time you get to the dungeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
So that's a red pendant, which is unfortunate, but happens.
Well, you know what this means. It means that once we find the dam and and the Swamp Palace, Bed and Sarsaparilla are in logic, which is pretty insane. Like, we have everything to do Swamp, and we got buff other pendants, which are not in logic, so Bed is very, very far. But, yeah, we are missing only one Skullwood Small, one Desert Small, and 2 entrances, which is, for 1 hour into the seed, very low.
Yeah, it seems more. It seems closer than it usually does. There's Swamp.
Was that a Feast on Small, or in Skullwoods? No, it was a map. So yeah, the only information we don't have is where are our red crystals,
which we don't.
It's probably unimportant right now.
Yeah, we probably don't care. Especially given that we haven't found the bomb shop yet. So.
I mean, this is the reason we don't know where they are.
But we also care less because we can't get the red bomb, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
We both don't know and care less.
Nice connection.
There's the.
Ooh, big key. 2. Yeah, Skullwoods. Oh, of course it's Skullwoods.
So that's the it solves Zelga's earlier death problem.
Also, that makes every big key that is not GT all required right now.
Good. So it takes away your.
Yeah. So by getting the floating island connection right now, Zelda has access to the entire Death Mountain. So he will just do everything right now.
Yeah, hops down the middle, which is the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
We already found the bridge. Speaking of which, we haven't found TR safety door connector, I don't believe.
Yeah, so I can probably safely say that Zelda is taking a pretty generous lead right now, because he did 1 more dungeon. No, he did 2 more dungeons actually. he has the same items, and now he found the entire unopened area.
I believe Humbug is about to find it as well.
Yeah,
It's right
but
here.
he has 2 less dungeons clear.
Yeah.
Even if one of them is abandoned, it actually matters. Because this is information.
Yeah. We just saw Humbug do a map check and doesn't yet have that third dependent information.
Well, he has the desert map, if I remember correctly, so maybe...
Next time he's in Light World, he could find that out, yeah.
There's a chance, yeah. I mean, there's no reason to do a map check right now.
I was kind of surprised to see the Dark World map check, to be honest, but... do you remember where Desert North and Desert Back is?
Desert Back is M Cave Rock.
Alright. So yeah, I mean, Zelda is 2 dungeon completions ahead of Humbug. They're not 2 interesting dungeon completions.
Yeah, but that's...
Sorry, they're I guess not 2 long dungeon completions. And Humbug has already done the Meyer.
That's 4 minutes. That's 4 minutes. And Zelda found everything there already. He's just cleaning his Death Mountain.
Yeah.
He also did Blind House before, so... more time saved.
Humbug has done a Meyer dip.
Yeah, that's true. Which amounted to absolutely nothing. Yeah.
It amounted to absolutely nothing, but Zelda's going to check every chest in there almost certainly.
Well, he found Meyer. He just never did anything in there. Also, I think Zelda has every dungeon entrance that matters.
Yep.
So Zelda is just hunting for items right now.
And
I would probably go to Ice Palace as soon as possible right now. You have everything you can ever dream to Ice Palace.
I mean, as soon as possible after finishing Death Mountain. Here.
Yeah.
This is going to be another.
That's probably the next. That probably is the next stop. That's a crystal. You can do everything. You have all of the items to do the best. That's the other side of the connector he found on Death Mountain. So, yeah, there's no access to my area without flute. So you need boots to get there.
Unless they're with the old man. The old man house can be there because we haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's a chance. Actually, yeah.
And that can absolutely be your logical access to his room.
Yeah. Or Bumper Cave, maybe. We did not find Bumper Cave. Okay, but there's still quite a lot of entrances not checked.
Yeah. But given again, we know where all the dungeons are. Dragon Tower. Hopefully
yeah. Also, Zelda has 6 pulse balls. He has everything he needs to do IS2. Everything he needs to do Meyer. I'm surprised he's not going to dungeons right now. Like, he can do Turtle Rock, Meyer, Ice, Pod right now. That's 4 crystals that he can full clear completely, and all of them in logic.
I think the only reason he was not doing so is because getting back to Death Mountain is a long walk until the boots turn up, and he hadn't rescued the old man yet. And so,
I mean, yeah, you're 2 items from Go mode, and you have 4 dungeons you can full clear.
Yeah, but are you going to walk away from rescuing the old man to go do those dungeons?
Yeah. At this point, I'm just saving quit.
Okay.
But
walk in this door first.
You save the old man, then you saving quit, because there's probably nothing in this shit. Yeah, I'll do this one because it's close, but I would.
I think that's the last one up here.
You don't even care about Spike Cave entrance, and you don't care. You have 4 dungeons you can clear. This is insane. Pod is the biggest of them.
And there's your Meyer exit.
Oh, okay. So why are you checking entrances? Just finish your dungeons.
and he agrees, at least insofar as that's the back of Old Man.
Okay. Yeah. See, he's agreeing with me. He's not even checking this shit. Just full clear your dungeons. Your big key might be in them.
Yeah, go start clearing stuff out.
At this point, you just don't care about boots or flute. You just want those 2 big keys, and you congratulations, you finished the seed, and that was a jet seed.
Yeah.
Because that's 5 crystals. I think in like 20 minutes he will have full cleared these dungeons.
Yeah. And I expect Humbug to make much the same choices in a little bit longer. He does need. He does have full information. So he'll get to skip clearing desert unless we get into a nice route hunt for those last couple of big keys.
Yeah, I'm surprised Zelda did not start Sanctuary to go to Ice Palace first, then Mirror to CAC. That was probably the fastest route.
Yeah.
I think unless one of the big keys is absolutely garbage, this is one of the seeds where you don't need myths, you don't need boots, you don't need flute.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that if is not irrelevant.
Yeah. You just need 2 big keys.
Cross your fingers.
Humbugh is doing everything, but Humbugh has less keys. He has he also does not have Ice Rod, and he knows it's required.
Yes.
So it makes more sense for Humbugh to check things. Also, he does not have 5th Stone yet. So for Humbugh it makes sense to do more entrances, but for Zelda it does not.
Yeah, at least for the next quite a long time.
Yeah, until he has done every dungeon, and even then, coming back to locations where you have items is better than going to locations you might have items.
Yeah, especially considering that they found all of the dense item caves, I believe. Even most of the 2 chesters, I think.
Did they get the Meyer Shed entrance? Meyer Shed item?
Yes.
Okay, so they probably have everything, yeah. Yeah, they have everything. I remember every big cave. Yeah, Zelda might be missing a pyramid cave. A fairy cave, I mean. Yeah, Zelda did not touch those woods. At all. I mean...
Yeah, but he knows where Ganon is, and that's the drop you really want to find. So...
I mean, we joke about Zelda not doing Lost Woods, but... would you really be telling the truth by saying you never did a Lost Woods at 1 hour and 30 minutes mark?
I've certainly done commentary on runners doing that, and it was in fact a seed where there was something good in Lost Woods, but they got highly distracted by other things.
Yeah, I got to Moon Pearl in Lost Woods in on the 90-minute mark one time.
It's
it feels bad, but I had so many things to do, like nearly all dungeons in Late World.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could happen.
Watching zelgadissan do pod with all of the keys is a novel experience.
I mean, at this point, you're playing Kizzy.
To the point
you don't
where
even need to hammer jump. This is pretty insane. I would hammer jump here just to run faster.
Yeah, you in fact hammer jump and then walk out the back of the dark maze.
This is
there's the front of Old Man is at Desert Main. It's a terrible spot for it.
mean, this was in logic. This is actually not that bad. Because this is a not that bad access to this mountain.
Yeah.
Well, but besides the book cutscene, which is horrible, but
yeah, it's at least a short walk. If when they need to get back up there.
Yeah.
And access to desert again if they need it. Because it's just there.
Oh, boots.
There's the boots.
Yeah, Zelga's feeling very good about this. Because these boots are illogic for him and absolutely garbage.
I mean, they get to let him run around this basement faster to zoom.
Okay, bye pod. So, time to do more dungeons. If I remember correctly, GT is actually pretty close to this. So you might just go get your flute on the way. Because why not?
It's an archery game, I believe.
I mean, actually, does he even have a dungeon in Death Mountain? Because if there's no dungeon in Death Mountain, this flute is completely worthless. Right? Like, completely worthless. This flute does not... will actually make him lose time if there is no dungeon in Death Mountain.
Just from the cutscene and lack of...
Not just that. The cutscene, the walk there, because after getting this item, there's nothing else in GT, so he's getting out. Yeah, he's going to ice. Yeah. And desert, yeah. There's one item he can do right now. So might as well do it. But I think he's going to ice.
Yeah, this is on the way to ice. Humbugh back in Mire. Presumably gonna clear this up.
There's a very high chance one of these 4 dungeons has one of the big key we need. The other can be literally everywhere.
Well, and Turtle Rock Laser Bridge is easily accessible and gives you the teleport to the front to get the last 2 items out of there too. So that's a nice little routing possibility. Humbugh's already dipped Mire once, so it's just picking up the big chest before going back to Vitreous.
Because he has done everything already. And nothing of value right now.
Well, we know that the ice rod, which is one of the things the only thing he doesn't have that Humbugh hasn't found along his route is ice rod, which is at Thieves Town.
Ice rod is literally completely free. Ice rod is free, and it's just he doesn't know yet.
Yeah, well, he hasn't found Thieves Town, which is the bigger problem.
I don't even remember where Thieves Town was.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at Zelga's door tracker, but it's pretty small. Curiosity Shop. How did Humbugh miss Curiosity Shop?
Yeah, I'm surprised he did not do it yet.
He's got it marked on his tracker as done. Oh no, he doesn't. He just left it behind.
No, he doesn't. I'm surprised because he found ice, which is Dark Sanctuary, which is... They are both the garbage locations. Oh. Why do you go there, Zelga? This is not the fastest way to do ice.
Yeah, so Humbugh did Dark Tank,
understand.
did Dark Lumberjack, and did Skull Woods down to Village of Outcasts, and just, I think Stone forgot Curiosity Shop. It's not, he didn't mark it off at least, but,
but
that is usually included in that route over there, right? Is you pick up Curiosity Shop in that while you're in that area.
This is a pretty big yikes because now that this location is isolated. Oh, that's actually fine because he has ice completable right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Right.
reason Zelda did the house routes on like this is because he's using less magic by doing this. I think.
Save some for the
Yeah.
boss.
He will pick this bulky. I still think this was the solo west route. But
Yeah. There's enough routes through Ice Palace that like this dungeon is complicated. Is maybe the most complicated dungeon to route in the game.
Yeah. Zelda is missing one magic pot.
And a key, unfortunately.
Yeah, the magic pot is the problem. I hope he has. I hope he will be able to do his sword beams.
He should be able to. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's 33. It's better than bow. Miles better.
Yeah,
Good.
there we go.
That was so perfect.
Yes, that was maximum sword beamage.
Ooh, this is very nice. Yeah, this is nice.
He messed about a bit in the switch room, I think, primarily because he was worried about taking damage.
Okay, 5th on small is probably useless, but very good for your conscience, because if you get 5th on big, you can do 5th down without isolating the worst chest in the game.
Yeah, it makes you feel better knowing that that's along the way. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't think Zelda was worried about the sword beam strats because he's done them lots of times. I think the primary issue there was just making sure he didn't take damage because he had no way to get a health refill.
Yeah. Also, 1 hour 20 minutes sync check. Okay, so he's doing this because he's very close. Just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah. He should be getting to Maya pretty soon. It's not far from there. And yeah.
I'm impressed with this level of putting off Light World stuff, given, like, Dark Chapel is a relatively out-of-the-way location, and the fact that it got checked well before the Sanctuary did is impressive.
Yeah. No, this is understandable for me.
And this is the well check, so he left behind an item here in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is true.
And so
did humbugh get back there, actually?
He did.
Yeah, he did. I remember now. Imagine finding the 5th on the key there. That would feel good because the 5th on small was just found. Okay, go to Maya now, I think. He skipped the entirety of Maya, so he's single dipping it. Yeah, Zelda saved a lot of time with his routing instead.
Did he save a lot of time routing by making the right choices or by getting lucky?
I think he's just making the right choices at this point.
Okay.
There were 2 unfortunate deaths, but besides that, his routing was just very good.
Yeah, but some of it was like the order he got to Meyer and GT. Like GT was at the end of Humbugh's sweep through Dark World rather than the beginning. And I think planning on ending your Reddit dig game is a totally reasonable choice, and it just happened to be wrong because GT was over there on Humbugh's side. Like I find it hard to fault him very strongly for that choice.
No,
if it had the curiosity shot behind, I'm willing to shout at him for.
Yeah, besides isolating Curiosity Shop, I think humbugh has a very good routing too. It's just they have very different routing and they don't seem to make routing mistakes besides the Curiosity Shop. But,
Like, I even find Humbugh's choice to dip Meyer when he did pretty defensible. Because he hadn't, he was running out of entrances that were, he hadn't
He
got
did
on
not
his
find
right
GT at this point, yeah.
and hadn't found GT, and it seems correct.
Yeah. While Zelda had mirror and gloves before finding Meyer, and he was like, I have so many things to do that Meyer is probably bad.
Yeah.
And he was right. Also, he got Meyer big key like 20 seconds after finding Meyer. So it would have felt very bad.
Humbugh finally clearing out the bow side of pod. Left that behind ages ago. Was never correct.
So, yeah.
They were never low enough on things to do to justify coming back here.
Yeah. One more funny thing in this is, when you find a big shield right now, you have a 50% chance to be completely disappointed. Yeah.
We were down to all of the big keys were interesting a while ago, but now we're no longer interested in Ganon's Tower, you're saying?
Yeah, we are missing Hera big key and Ganon's Tower big key. That are not required, while we need Eastern big key and Eastern big key. So with this, Zelda will have finished every crystal dungeons available to him besides Turtle Rock.
Yeah, Turtle Rock is definitely next on the to-do list.
Turtle Rock is 3 more items for us, but
it's 4 for Zelda.
4 for Zelda, yeah.
No, he hasn't made it to the front yet.
Also, he does not have the information for Turtle Rock front entrance.
Yeah.
Which is top of castle, which he did not do. Right?
Correct.
So this is very big for him.
And in fact, he'll show us the Turtle Rock, the Aga Tower entrance while he's up there.
Yeah,
almost
which might be a single item cave.
Yeah,
for example.
There's a couple of things that could be there that are interesting. He also hasn't found the dam yet, which is preventing him from making the choice to go in there.
Well, the dam is very easy to get. That's just Zelda can do literally every dungeon right now besides two of them. So he's just not finding it because he doesn't care about it yet.
Yeah.
But
no, I think the odds. Ooh, nice spooky. The odds are good that Zelda will get back into entrance hunting mode at some point. At this point,
I think Zelda is doing Meyer, then Turtle Rock. He does the top of Iron Castle because he can. Then he's saving quitting to Old Man to do Meyer area. There's no reason not to at this point. He will get his dam entrance, which will open Swamp Palace, which is a lot of items. Yes. So there's a very high chance he's going to Swamp Palace as soon as possible. Also, that opens bed, even if it's not in logic, which is probably nothing, but you still have to check it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if we get to that point, which is like 15 minutes from now, I would expect him to go talk to Sahasrara and check the pedestal.
Yeah. Because you have already done all the pendant dungeons, might as well try to make them pay.
He's just going to check mini Moldorm entrance while he's down here.
Yeah.
I kind of like this.
Yeah. I mean, he did not do it yet. Might as well.
There's few enough entrance items left on his obvious route that I think you can sort of feel the tingles that entrance hunting is coming.
Yeah, I think humbugh is definitely disappointed about this boss location.
In fact, Zelda's off to go check Zora area.
Yeah. Zora area in Crosskeys, probably one of the locations you hate the most.
I feel like that's true in every mode.
No, it's not that bad in open seats because since keys cannot be in overworld, you have a lot more rupees in the overworld, which means you have a lot more money at the start of the game usually. So Zorba is less bad to check in non-Kisanity modes.
Looks like we are parapoding it up on Humbug's side. His boots set up here took a few tries, but got there. That was one of the more...
Zelda is going laser bridge right now. Okay, still no Arabic key.
Yeah.
So, but humbugh has the error small key, so we might be able to see what is in the basement.
Humbugh took a couple of attempts to get lined up on the right pixel to get past the bumper there.
Yeah.
Good game knowledge
it's
to
not
recognize
that
you screwed it up.
Yeah.
No, but
if you miss it, you feel super bad.
Yeah. And I've seen lots of runners that don't have a good enough understanding of which pixels are correct that they would have bounced off the bumper and fallen down, whereas Humbugh had enough awareness to board out. ZelgaDissan, while I was trying to assemble that sentence, beat 2 heads of Trinix. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Hammer.
Clean fight.
Yeah. And this is...
Yeah, Mimic Cave.
Yeah. Humbugh is still hunting for Thieves Town. So
he's probably feeling super bad about the Curiosity Shop. Okay, so Zelda is doing 2 checks we haven't done yet. I think there's a high chance one of the big keys is just there. The other is probably garbage, but I think there's a high chance one is there.
I think there's few enough checks left accessible that...
Hey, this is 5th turn big key. At Spiral Cave entrance, which is bad. But not that bad.
Yeah, but that gives Humbugh a chance. Like, that's the kind of place that Zelda can leave behind for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's likely, but it's possible.
Yeah. I think there's actually a very high chance Zelda is not going there very soon.
Yeah.
Because he will be finding his dam before.
Yep.
Then he'll be doing Swamp Palace.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a very low chance Zelda goes there soon. This is a very big win condition for Humbugh.
And Humbugh...
Humbugh is on the way to his Ice Palace, which will make him find Fifth Town.
Yep.
Hera and Eastern. Okay.
So that means that
Pyramid Fairway entrance is garbage, yeah.
On the other hand, that's like the best bomb shop entrance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In terms of convenience.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Just remember to put a portal there.
Yeah.
Like, use your sanctuary spawn point, mirror, get your bomb, mirror again. Easy.
Yeah, I think that might be like almost the best possible bomb delivery time.
Yeah. Too bad we know it's garbage.
Yeah, it's a shame it's garbage. But if it wasn't, it was really good.
Yeah, that makes sense, Ampharos. It's just that when you are hunting for items, because you have all entrances, you need to find. It's better to go where you know there are items than where you might have items. So that's what Zelda is doing. He did everything that he knew had items, and now he's doing the things that might have items, which is overworld.
AA here, I think, is arguing in favor of Zora being better than people think it is.
That's true. I mean, at the point where Zelda is, Zora is better than doing entrances.
Especially considering, he's not looking for any entrances of interest anymore, other than the dam, which is coming up soon.
And he did Zora, so...
Yeah. While he was, quote-unquote, in the area. Humbugh chooses to leave behind a green potion.
I mean, he has 2 bottles and half magic.
I believe that his bottles have nothing of interest in them. And so if he's ever filling up those bottles, probably getting that green potion is faster.
I mean, he's filling his bottles until he gets mushroom. But, yeah. And he has Blue Mail, 13 Hearts, and Temper Sword. Like, does he... Like, can he...
there's no way.
Is he actually able to die at this point? I don't think he's able to die.
But it takes... it's not easy. Alright, so he managed to get back over here without checking the Curiosity Shop again.
Yeah, but you're doing ice before doing Curiosity Shop every time.
Yeah, but he can get distracted by Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb.
I hope not.
Yeah, me too.
But, if he saw he had Curiosity Shop, he's probably repeating himself. I have to do this every time until he goes there.
Well, and fortunately, the fanfare, the boss fanfare, gives you time to like look at your tracker and think a bit. So hopefully that green square on his tracker jumps out at him and says, "Oi!"
Yeah.
All right. Here's the swamp pit for Zelda. Zelda really wants Eastern Big Key to be here.
Yeah. This is the best place for him. Or Ped, or Sarsola. Any of them. I mean, I've had a disturbingly big amount of Eastern Big Keys on my Ped. Which is 3 times. Which is 3 more than what I would have liked. I don't understand why it's always Eastern Palace Big Key Go mode, but
there's fewer things locked by it, right? It's not the more items are locked by a big key, the more relevant it is.
Yeah, but it's always Eastern and not something like Desert, Ice, or Maya. It's always Eastern. Probably a message from the game to make us deep Eastern Palace early game. Yeah.
There is some amount of promise that the random number generator is unbiased, but
Zelda is okay. Zelda is missing 2 items, so it makes sense. He's willing to check this.
Yeah.
I mean, if Eastern Palace Big Key is on left side, he basically won the seed. At this point. Because I don't think humbugh is ever checking the side swamp when he's 1 item from go mode.
I mean, the back swamp isn't, because it's a pendant, isn't much better. Like,
no, it's better. It's definitely better to the back of swamp. It's 4 items, green pendants, but
yeah,
it's definitely better. That's back of swamp is 6 checks.
Yeah, but the Swamp Palace is sufficiently far out of the way that, especially given that neither one of them has chosen to pick up the flute, that I could see, even in that case, even if you go complete the back and come back in and do left side before you go off and return your green pendant. Right, like going and checking the pedestal is not better than doing left side swamp when you're already standing at the front door of swamp.
Okay, but at this, if you want to skip left side swamp, then just read the ped. Before maybe.
Humbugh's Cold Stare fight a little bit worse than Zelda. He let the puffs get out of the corner a little bit, but
well, it was not much smaller. Also, Humbugh will be really worth it of doing ice before finding fish sound.
Yes.
It would have been so sad.
Audience, cross your fingers. The humbug now goes to Thieves Town, which we know is at the Curiosity Shop.
Yeah, he's doing these entrances before. Makes sense.
He's allowed to check these entrances. So.
Yeah, we are a Desert Palace Molky from bed mode.
There's the mushroom.
Yeah, this is pretty yikes at this point. You don't want to do mushroom.
No. I mean, I think that before you turn in that mushroom, you go and get the flute and turn it on, because the mushroom, both the mushroom turn-in and the magic shop are right next to flute spots.
Yeah, this is true.
Humbug bonking to set up the warp there.
Okay, he's going Curiosity Shop. There's no way he's not at this point.
So Humbug is now doing
logic!
One of
we
the
have
things.
found the logic, boys.
With the 4th GT small, yeah.
Yeah. We can do everything now. Okay, so this is a pretty big moment. If humbugh finds Eastern Palace Picky in the back of Fifth Town, GG.
Yep.
Instantly, because Ice Road is there, so he will be in go mode.
Yeah, that's an absolutely game over. Whereas zelgadissan is still hoping that Swamp Palace pays off. He still has like 3 more outs here.
Yeah, 3 more. 2 more.
Only
now.
1.
If you find Desert Ball in the back of Fifth Town, I would just rush bed so fast. At this point.
And we're off to Pecorico area.
Ooh, nice hit.
Yeah, it's quite the teleportation frame there. Check this bug rock while we're in the area.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah. I have not kept track of the 1-item cave locations.
No, I never track them, even when I'm playing.
I know
just,
Zelda does, and so there must be one out there, at least one out there.
Oh yeah, he never did Lost Woods. That guy is, it's pretty funny, now that you think about it.
If Eastern Palace Big Key was just sitting in the Lost Woods, how terrible would Zelda feel?
Okay, Zelda, make me proud. Do not pull the bed, just read it. He is doing a Skullwood's backside at the same time. Yeah,
which is absolutely correct. And one of our trackers, thank you to our trackers, Kyle and Sammy, I believe, Sammy Mouse, for tracking things up tonight.
Yeah.
And Trez, the guy that runs the show over here at ZSR, is our restreamer. So blame Trez. He rolled the thing. And
I mean,
also,
it is not bad.
It's on record. Yeah.
You can get 6 crystals. You can get 6 crystals without meats. And no, that's that was scary.
And I believe that is the location behind Gannis Tower.
This town?
Oh, sorry. No, it's sank. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Where is Bad?
Yeah. I think you climb at this point.
If you're Humbug and you haven't seen, I mean, he's got access to Swamp.
Ooh! That's the second heart attack. Okay, the last wiki is Eastern Palace wiki. Because why not? Yeah. So
Yeah.
so yeah. Worst location in the game, GT Big Chess.
Yep.
Definitely.
Um,
I think you climb before doing GT Big Chest. Especially because
GT
you know the pyramid drop down is rubbish. You don't care.
yeah, and you can
Zel-
mirror out after.
Zelda, checking pets before checking Agatoa? I can understand.
Nope.
Oh, he's pulling it. You know that if Walkix had read the pad instead of it had pulled the pad instead of reading it, he would have lost and not gotten to finals. Yeah, that's a true fact. Walkix would have lost if he had pulled the pad instead of reading it.
Thievestown Big is at Spiral Entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the wrong match there. It was Humbug that lost to Wally. But
Yeah, no. I said that Walkix won because he did not pull the pad.
yes.
In the so I'm surprised Zelda pulled the pad here because
Hey,
it
Buttersword
happened once in the tournament. It can happen again.
happened once in the tournament in last weekend.
Last weekend.
In a race that zelgadissan was watching. In fact,
Yeah.
He was busy making fun of Walkix in chat, I think, for exactly that move. So I think zelgadissan is a committed pedestal puller.
Yeah.
Oh, Humbug. Oh dear.
That's pretty messy.
That's like a me standard for our next fight. Good grief.
Please tell me you have enough magic. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh boy. Remember that green potion didn't pick up a while ago?
Yeah.
He was almost real bad there. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
his
but-
potions or his pot balls are a bee and an empty pot. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think if humbugh climbs, he wins. Because
can you do that?
I don't think there's many more checks than other than that. There's like tower of Hera big chest, Hera basement. This entrance Zelda is doing,
is
and
Humbug,
that's basically all of it.
your Humbug in the dark. You know, you haven't seen Zelda play. Are you really taking the upstairs GT over the 10 checks in Swamp?
Especially if Zelda is my opponent, like Zelda is absolutely insane in Crosskeys. So I would especially do it because it's Zelda.
Okay. This is the high variance, my opponent is good option.
Yeah.
I believe neither of them have turned in their outer yet. So
I mean, they just found it, basically.
yeah. But Zelda's had it for a little while.
Not that much, actually.
Yes, but he just went past Bonk Rocks, which is where the turn-in is. It's at Sank.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
Just-
okay. That.
um,
Yeah. Half magic you could have gotten 90 minutes ago.
and in many games would have gotten 90 minutes ago. Lumberjack, hey, do we have to do Aga 2? Or Aga 1, rather? Nope, we're good. Okay.
Yeah, imagine learning like you need Agatha Rockies here. Goomba did. No, I think it's Goomba that did this. Or maybe Lin. I don't remember. But there's definitely some runners that never checked Lumberjack without knowing where Ganon is before 90 minutes. So that happens. Humbugh is doing Swamp, so there goes his advantage, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is if you're not just gambling because you think Zelda is winning for whatever reason.
Yeah, this is the best play for density. Yeah, this is definitely the density play.
Yeah, this is the the optimal play for ending time. It might not be the optimal play for win percentage, but the win percentage calculation depends on where you think that Zelda is without having seen his race, right? Which is stunningly difficult. Going back to that wall kicks versus humbugh game 3, right? Both runners were in a single item hunt for like 45 minutes, but it was not the same single item, right? So any metagaming that they're trying to do against each other was actually pretty far off the mark. Amazing Emperor reinforcing the point that I was trying to make earlier, which is that the Thieves Town big key is in a pretty bad spot. And
Chat is making a good point also. Humbugh might be thinking he's winning because Thieves Town big key is garbage spots.
Said that.
I think this is softlock. Yeah, this is softlock. You have to save and quit with your mirror there.
Oops.
This happened to a friend of mine like 2 days ago.
So Humbugh is making the choice that you liked of leaving behind Left Side Swamp, at least for now. Is it? Can you make it one pixel? Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah. So we call that a softlock. in a race, this is a softlock. But it's not true softlock. You can get out. It's just so bad.
It's
a pixel per 5 text boxes. That's not much. Okay, green pendant time.
Green pendant turn in. Mirror shoot. Sad.
Yeah.
Alright, so zelgadissan is now just down to entrances. That is all of the places. No, he hasn't done Hera Basement.
Yeah.
And
Hera Basement is bad. Yeah. I think
Hobo.
I think he's not doing Hera Basement before doing entrances because he does not have. Oh yeah, he has Hera Big Key actually.
Yeah, and he has this is Hobo. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Hobo is faster there.
Which he realized just after he hopped out of Link's house that he has a mirror.
But at this point, I would have just done it from Link's house instead of doing one more save input and mirror transition.
Yeah, no.
Unless he goes to another Dark World location like Catfish if he didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean his remaining locations include a bunch of Dark World stuff. So.
Oh, maybe he did never go to Pod area.
He did. Got it marked off on his tracker.
Yeah, Humbugh skips the left side swamp, but he's going back in.
Both of our runners are being polite enough to stream a door tracker. Unfortunately, they're pretty small, but they're at least a nice window into their brains without us having to keep door trackers for both runners.
Oh yeah, Zelda skipped his turn.
Of course he did. Zelda.
Yeah.
But at least he gets
to
do
be
it
disappointed
at boost speed rather than at walking around speed. So
that he will still be disappointed.
Yeah. But it's the highest density location he has available, I believe.
Yeah, this is absolutely true. Okay, after this, Humbugh is definitely climbing. I mean, after this equals bed and green pendant, I think.
Yeah, and a couple
I
of
think
random
at this point, I think at this point, climbing is your highest density location.
I agree.
Climbing is not nearly as bad as people think. This is actually pretty fast. A third of the GT climb is after Moldorm 2.
Yes.
So
the other thing that climbing super early is
because
worse
you have
because
no stuff.
you don't have no stuff. But this is like end game, you've done it a million times in an open mode climb at this point.
Also, it's like 3 minutes for 4 items, which is better than left side swamp in density. Because left side swamp is from the big chest, like 2 minutes with boots, something like this, for 2 items. Yeah, climbing is just better.
Humbugh's tracker didn't get up to 10 out of 10 there. What did he leave behind?
I don't know.
Me neither.
He's finally doing the solo projects, which makes sense. This is a big density for him.
Yeah, he's seen that entrance. I'm kind of surprised that he went back and might have just forgotten. Or muscle memory.
You're like 2 hours into the seed. Your brain starts to turn to mush at this point. Fist on Biki Spiral Cave entrance, which is absolutely garbage for Zelda to get back to.
The connector up there isn't too bad. It's Paradox, and there's a connector from, in fact, from right here. And,
yeah. But he's doing catfish.
I wouldn't surprise me if he actually gets there right after catfish. He comes back here and does Paradox up to TR Bridge, because he knows that's there, and he hasn't done either of those 2 entrances. So the 2
but
mirror.
Yeah, he has a 5th down. He is 5th down late from humbugh.
Yes.
So if humbugh finds the big key before Zelda finishes 5th down, this is the end of the set, basically.
Yep. Oh, and he didn't do it. So.
Yeah, this is bad. This is super bad for him.
Yeah, his next available
because
opportunity.
that means he's just not going there. I think GT is on the way for humbugh at this point.
Yeah, I don't actually know what else Zelda can be up to, because he doesn't have the GT big key yet.
He has the pod entrances. He did never do them. Oh no, this is potion shop.
Yes. Oh.
I think at this point humbugh just goes back to GT. This is pretty near this. Yeah. This is definitely. Oh, Desert Palace Mall. Put in logic for nothing.
I would expect Humbugh to pick up his flute while he's at.
Yeah. I would also expect Zelda to go to Desert Price.
Yes. Which
is right there. Oh, Ice Road Cave.
No.
Rubbish.
But good. This is the Bonk Rocks behind Lick's house, and good remembering that this is here.
Yeah.
While he was running by in the Dark World. It's been a long time since
this screams GT play. Oh, nice red mail. Yeah. Oh no, he's not going GT. Oh no, he's turning in Green Pennant. Then he's going GT. It makes sense.
But he didn't quite remember that in time. That was slightly suboptimal running around. But
yeah, but at least he's not isolating it, which is
He remembered it in time, just not.
Yeah. But he's definitely going to GT at this point. If he's going to GT, I expect him to climb, then mirror on Moldom chest, then GT big chest. Unless he finds a big key, of course.
Yep.
And I don't think we have much more left than GT, so this is probably there at this point.
Yeah, I mean...
There's like error. This is the last chance for Zelda, I think. This is his absolute last chance. If it's not there, I think humbugh gets the game.
Well, if it's not upstairs in GT, there's a few other places that Zelda could still look, I think. Not a ton.
Okay, not big chest, which is good for humbugh. Because
it was in turned up to Mitz either, as another thing.
Mitz can be upstairs GT.
Yes.
Also. I mean, mids can be anywhere because mids do nothing basically right now.
Yeah, they open up a few more entrances that are probably not anything because there's not a lot of item caves left. But
yeah.
Nice dash strats from Zelda after he missed the coffin brick setup. Yeah, and there's a couple of ways that mids can be not dead. You know, the mids can be the fetch quest that leads from Big Key.
I mean, not if, just a Smith.
Yeah, Smith chain. But that's 2 checks, right?
Yeah, that's 2 checks. That's why I say this instead of entrances, because Smith chain is better than entrances locked by mids.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, given that we found basically every interesting.
Nice magic profile.
Yeah. I wish that the fire rod death animation wasn't so long sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, this is why some enemies you kill with sword and some enemies you kill with fire rod.
Yeah.
Okay, he's doing it. He's getting Fisambiki now. I mean, he does not have much left, so...
Yeah.
It's time. No, I'm pretty sure GG is the last location at this point, because the guy is doing everything.
Yeah.
At this point,
he still hasn't done Dark West Death Mountain.
Yeah, but humbugh did know, if I remember correctly. So we are pretty sure this is definitely a GG climb. Okay, Zelda feels pretty good about this.
So chat.
But GTB key is Infistorm.
That we haven't turned in the powder.
Oh, we haven't turned in the powder. Okay. Okay. That could be bad. But I'm surprised Zelda is not checking it. Okay, 2 less checks.
Actually, like right here. So.
No, it will be GT big chest because the seed is rude. Oh, good. Okay, GG. I think at this point there's no way humbugh is losing.
This is Zelga's
because Zelda, Zelda has to do 5th town, get GT big key inside his town, then go to GT climb, get Eastern Palace big key, then Eastern Palace.
Stop talking. He's dead.
Yeah.
It's true that there's no way that humbugh is losing.
Oh, maybe.
But no, I think he did say.
I did say humbugh. Thank you. Thank you. I was getting scared about myself. Honestly, both runners played really well this seed. Zelda was just super unlucky about Eastern big key, which locked Eastern Palace big key actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the fact that it was in a random cave instead of the many crystal dungeons he had to do.
Yeah, he had a very solid crystal possession advantage for a long time.
Yeah. Well, and humbugh had made the somewhat catastrophic error of just not checking Curiosity Shop, and so was more interested in entrances than Zelda was because he made a mistake. Right, like this is not actually, quote unquote, good play from humbugh. Yeah,
I agree on this.
On the other hand, it might be that we all just don't understand what good play is, but I think it's actually just unlucky for Zelda.
Yeah, I think it's unlucky too because skipping Curiosity Shop is definitely a mistake.
Yes.
This is the only thing we call a mistake in this set.
And Zelda taking a overworld death for no reason.
Yeah, but that's more execution problem than mistake.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, he had the Cane of Burma, so...
Yeah, okay.
and enough magic to get past the.
Okay, 7th crystal from humbugh.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah,
Ten.
mirror monking. Okay, okay, this one you can. Okay, Zelda is probably very mad about this Vicky, because that's the last one and he doesn't need it. And also at this point he knows it's climbed and he probably knows he's losing.
But the fact
because
that
he has done everything. This is last location.
So it's like these guys are really good, but this seed, even with some bad luck, stroke, awkward locations, they're gonna like Zelga's gonna lose, and he's still gonna say his time is gonna be like 2:15 if he bothers finishing.
Yeah. Because okay, the seed was fast because we had a lot of connections. We had like 5 minutes hammer, 10 minutes moon pearl.
Yeah, the moon pearl just sitting around.
Yeah, and the mirror is pretty free with a nice GT sequence break.
Yeah.
So yeah, the seed was fast because the good items were super early. Okay, boots were late, but do you even need boots when you have good connections, good items, and good routing?
Yeah, the fact that the runners both knew where the flute was and have opted not to go get it tells you something about how good the connections and stuff in this seed were. As it happens, I think Zelda would have been better off having gone to go get it. Given that he went and turned into mushroom and ran around a whole bunch. But
that's a good question. But you see, the guy is immediately going to GT. He just knows at this point. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is last location. Also, nice frame, perfect slash from humbugh, and a perfect Ganon fight. This is.
He was like 1 pixel from falling off there.
No, he's he. I think he was
2 pixels from falling off.
Yeah,
certainly
maybe,
he was into the
definitely
platform,
not one.
The platform edge animation, which
yeah, and GG to humbugh for finishing with a very nice time.
Well, I have a second. Games 2 and 3, I think, are tomorrow and the next day at the same time, and will be broadcast somewhere on ZSR. So come back and see those.
Yeah,
the
Zelda is forfeiting, yeah.
Yeah. The scheduling for the rest of the main finals has not yet been announced, but check back on the ! schedule link, and which someone hopefully will type in the chat for me, and we will stream those as soon as they're scheduled. Are they over? Somebody said there was a grand final still. It was my co-commentator.
Yeah. So we will probably be joined by the runners for interview. Yeah.
Yep, they're there. I will drag them in here. Yoink. Here we go. Welcome, runners.
Welcome, GG.
Yo, GG's.
GG.
Yeah. So how did you find this seed?
Probably. Oh, actually, you won. You talk.
No. Painfully slow in the beginning. Early Moon Pearl is never fun, I feel, because then you have both worlds open and you have to skip like every other check that you can because you don't have mirror. But when I got the boots, I felt kind of good because maybe Zelda got them later. I don't know, but at least they made me go a bit fast, so that was fine.
I think Zelda got boots like 20 minutes before you.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah, I mean Zelda had 6 pod smalls, pod big key, bow, hammer, lamp. So pod was like a good play.
Yeah, like my issue with all of that was I sort of didn't have a really good reason to go back to Kakariko.
Yeah.
That was my main issue.
But at the point Zelda went back to Kakariko, he had pod Maya, Turtle Rock, and Ice crystals fully clearable because he just found literally every item he needed at this point. He was just missing 2 big keys for literally all the seed.
Yeah, at about, I think it was basically right at the hour mark. I needed the Eastern Big and the Thieves Big. And I found the Thieves Big maybe 10 minutes ago.
And the thing that actually made Humbug win is that Humbug just didn't check the curiosity shop. Did you just forget?
Yep.
Humbug?
I did actually.
I'm pretty sure about this.
Yep.
And then you were interested. You were missing more items, and you were missing Thieves Town, and so you were still checking entrances. And so your entrance checking route was a little bit more efficient than Zelga's was, because you were interested in checking entrances because you had made a mistake, which is kind of unfortunate.
It is
all around.
It totally led you to Fist on Big Key at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking for Thieves Town and I found the big key before finding the dungeon, which helped tremendously. I was a bit sad that that GT was where it was with a mirror, because I routed the Dark World so that I had to do that last, because I wanted the mirror for Dark World.
Yep. That was actually the choice early on that put Zelga ahead. And we were actually arguing in the commentary booth if if that was a poor choice that you happened to end your route at the digging game, or if it was just a unfortunate choice, whereas Zelga had chosen to come the opposite way through South Dark World. And from where we were sitting, it wasn't clear if that was just like a bad coin flip or a stroke good coin flip, or just the way that the cookie crumbled with sort of butterfly wing variants.
Yep.
At least you have 2 mirror entrances just near GT, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, that was fine. It was at least nice to get the mirror right there with those checks, but it was still a bit feels bad getting it so late.
Yeah, well, it was also not in logic because everything was locked by this nice GT small locked in Swamp Palace. Even Fire Rod was not in logic because the GT small that was in GT was locked by 3 smalls. So even Fire Rod was not in logic.
But
yeah.
But there was I think I went into GT with 2 small keys.
Yeah, but the first small you found was 3 small locked.
Yeah, sure, but there was a small key. Oh, was that on right side?
Yeah, it was on Fire. No, the small key was on Fire Snake, which is
that was a G. Oh, that is 3 small locked. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So that GT small is the 4th one.
Yep.
And
so you need the Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Third one is the Swamp Palace Waterfall Room. Yeah. This is where we found it, which is a pretty garbage location at this point.
Thank God for sequence breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, thank God for sequence break in this seed, because GT had way too much things. Also, we pretty much knew Flute was nothing when we found Maya Access.
Yeah.
Because Pyramid Ferry is locked by Eastern Red Crystal.
Yeah. The bomb shop was in the most convenient possible configuration, we think. With you never found it, Humbug. It was in the Agatha entrance.
I figured. I just didn't search for any entrances when I just needed the Eastern Big Key.
Yeah. And yet it was garbage, which is kind of a shame. I would have liked to see that bomb delivery. So you guys are back for game 2 tomorrow, this same time. You want to get any trash talk in before we go off the air?
No, there's no need. The seed did enough of that for me, so we'll be fine.
We'll be most fine, yeah.
All right. Well, you guys played. I mean, even with some unfortunate happenings, 2:05 is an excellent time. Zelga, you were only a few minutes away from your own completion here. So hopefully we'll see another well-played race tomorrow. And Trez, if you want to play us out. Hopefully he's paying attention.
Yeah. So, yeah, good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and thank you guys for doing the restream on this. We kind of threw this together just for a fun third place race, and really glad that you guys were able to kind of work with us and show it. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, this is highly unofficial. Like, well, maybe not highly, but just a little bit unofficial, I think.
Official enough for me to do commentary on it. So.
Here I am. Sorry, my mic decided to die, apparently. But here I am. Through the second mic. I want to give a warm shout out to everybody involved with the volunteering today. To Excalibur, to Alkaline, to Toffile, and to Samimas who already had to leave. Sorry to everyone who wanted a short seat. That didn't work out. But hey, you know me. You knew what, you were signing up for, I guess. But yeah, again, sorry for being a little late. My mic just decided to go away. We're gonna be back tomorrow for Game 2. We'll see how that goes. And until then, thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. Have a good evening. And see you soon. Take care, everybody.